This is the Carty Method Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the Carty Method Podcast. It is me, Steve Carty. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate you. We are here for a show that we like to do every week on Thursday. It is called Portfolio Lab. There's nobody like this on YouTube doing what I'm doing, trying to help the next generation of photographers actually make it. And I think it's super necessary that pros, photographers that have 15, 20, 25, 30 years experience help the next generation. I think it's super necessary. And I honestly don't think that there's enough photographers. What's going on, baby Benham? How's it going to you? I don't think there's enough photographers out there doing this. And that's why I am taking on the burden to help the next generation of photographers actually make it in the very, very difficult world of professional commercial photography. I've been doing it for 35 years. By the way, if you've never seen me before, my name is Steve Carty. Hello, I'm at your service. I'm at Steve Carty on all the socials, and you can look at my work at stevecarty.com. Today, I'm looking at some photos. We have 18 submissions. This week is open, meaning there's no brief. I'm just interested in seeing pictures that you're considering for your portfolio, things that you're, hey, Carty, should this be in my book? Is it good enough? Does it match my niche? Is it at my level? And we are going to start. Our first photographer, his name is Sonny Warren. Sonny shot this in studio for a profile shoot. A tip, a bit of a redo from his Intelligent Imitation. He said he's doing his best to implement the style of Avedon for this shoot. He shot this with a Nikon Z5 Mark II with a 35mm, f11, a 200th of a second at ISO 100. Wow, my reading is getting so much better. He shot this with, it looks like 2 Godox lights and a speed light in the background. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonny Warren. Sonny, let's get it on. All right, not sure why I'm not hearing that. My what's it called? My desktop sounds. Let me talk about Sonny Warren first. Sonny, this is a good swing. I like the treatment, but it's a treatment. And the grain, I'm not sure if the grain is added in post, which it kind of looks like. Like, Sonny, what I'm trying to get you out of, and I know that you're new, I'm trying to get you out of like hooks. And this is just, for me, a little hooky. Like it's trying to, the black and white treatment and then the added the added grain on top is like, hey, let's shoot digital and make it look like film, which is novelty. And I'm trying to get you out of novelty. This does not feel like an Avedon photo. I'm very familiar with Avedon's work, and it's shot at midday. And the reason that I know that it's shot at midday is look at the shadows. Like, it's really top light. So, like, look at how dark this eye is. And there's no brand identity with him, so he's just the prop. But this prop is taking up the whole frame. And then, how does this work as a double page spread, Sonny? Like literally you dropped her right in the center of the frame. Her hand is big and looks claw-like. It's dominating. Her hand is bigger than her head. So sadly, there's a lot of things wrong with this photo. And if you're using Intelligent Imitation, show me the Avedon photo that you're pulling this from. So this is not his photo, Chief. Okay, so this is Zayden. Okay, the order is all screwed up. Give me a second. I'm so sorry, Sonny. Sorry, Sonny. That was there's a sequencing mistake here with the photos, and this is usually, we like to be tight like a tiger when it comes to this, and sometimes this mistake, sometimes it happens. You got to forgive me. Let me just cue this folder back up and get the right order. Sonny, ignore everything that I said. And Zayden, you just got a bit of a review. Zandon, sorry. I keep calling you Zayden. Zandon. It'll click for me and I'll register and I'll remember your name, but you've been half reviewed. All right, let's get back into, sorry, our first photo. Again, Sonny Warren, thank you for that. I appreciate that calligraphy, and adding me, like using the @SteveCarty, highlights the message. It makes it really easy for me not to miss. All right, Sonny. This is Sonny Warren's photo, guys. Thank you for your patience. Sorry for the mistake. And this is Sonny Warren. Sonny. Great crop. Great cover, although it's a little high in the frame. I hate making mistakes like that so early in the show. Apologies, everybody. It's a little bit high in the frame. You could definitely drop, like have his foot sort of here. I mean, I see that you're kind of trying to balance the height here and here, but even still, his eye line in here, it's just a little high. I wouldn't mind dropping him. But the thing that's good about this crop is you can move in closer. And also that this crop works really well as an 8x10. And I will show you here what this looks like as an 8x10, and you're quite versatile because of the way that you cropped it, the way that you shot it. I mean, so this, Sonny, for me is just excellent, like excellent, like very, very strong work, very strong. And as far as, yes, oh my God, I was so off. As far as the Avedon, oh my God. Yes and yes, Taylor. Yes and yes, absolutely an Avedon reference. I absolutely get it. And this is what I'm going to call an 11 out of 10. Should absolutely be in your portfolio. I just want you to watch this exposure. I think this is over by about 20%. So I would lower the exposure by about 20. If 20 feels muddy, then try 10. Okay, but this is such a strong image. It really is worthy of all the attention. And the best part of this photo, Sonny, is this right here. The biting of the lip is killer. Great focus on the eyes. I love him showing the poorly done white nail polish. Seeing a little bit about what he's wearing around his neck. Like, this is the footwear. Super clean, seamless. Like, you did all the right things, bro. This looks like somebody who's in Portfolio Lab. Guys, that is Sonny Warren with the first 11 out of 10 today. The first 11 out of 10 today. Well done. Very well done. That was Sonny Warren. Let's go, Sonny. What's my make a clip shortcut? I can't even remember. But if you're watching, make clips. It's Command Clip to make a clip, by the way. Alrighty. Who's next on the docket? Jim Sinicki. Jim's shooting, said he shooting last week, submitting other than black and white. Blah, 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 blah. Last week, you got me about submitting another black and white. This week, I'm punching back with the color. I call it Portrait of a Peacock. Can it go in my portfolio? Shot with a Sony A7 IV with a 50 millimeter f5 1/25th of a second, shot at 1/25th of a second at ISO 125 with a newer Q4 strobe. This is Mr. Jim Sinicki. Jim, thank you for submitting. Jim, this has a vibe. I mean, sadly, it's a dated vibe. It's a bit dated as far as everything that's in the frame. The peacock, yes, but the whole idea of making her a peacock feels like 1987. And then the makeup is very 1987, and it feels drag-ish. Like feels drag-ish. And I don't think that that's what you're trying to have in your portfolio. And then when we look at the lip line, her lip line is overpainted and then completely missed this area, or ate and like wiped her lip, like completely like overpainted under here. So it's like this is not modern styling, and her hair is 3 different colors. Like her hair's 3 different colors. First, the grow out, where the color hasn't happened in the gray that's showing, then the brown, and then this color, and then this color. Like it's just, for me, too much. She's wearing 7 pairs of eyelashes, which like are weighing her eyes down. It's not fitting right on this side. This side and this side don't match. This goes way up here. Like, Jim, like and again, yes, it's color, but you have to use intelligent imitation when it comes to making these photos. You have to find a reference and then execute it. The peacock idea came out of your head, or it came out of her head. And both of those heads are producing something that's not modern and not right now. And personally, like, I don't think that this is the subject for your portfolio. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think that this is good enough. This isn't right now. It's not modern. Her hair's not right. Like, the makeup's overdone. Like, it's just, this is one of those ones that you shoot, but that doesn't make it into your book, bro. I don't think that this is strong enough and as good as you are as a photographer. I don't think this is it. Thank you for submitting, my friend. It's just, it's hard because it's got to be idea based. It came out of her head. You say it came out of her head, meaning this was an execution of her idea. If she's paying, is she paying money? Like, did she pay? If she didn't pay, if she wants to pay for this photo, if she wants to, and this is what she wants, and this is what she looks like, and you're getting $1,000 to shoot it, cool, fine. But you can't ever show this. And it's also a representation of you. So it's like, for her, it's like, girl, you need to get your hair done. You got to work on the imaging. Your makeup style's a little dated. Like, these are the kind of things that us as photographers pick up when we're completely tuned in to what's happening right now in the industry. What does the cover of Vogue look like, right? Like, people who walk down the street who like color their own hair have like 10 different colors, but girls who are in magazines go to salons and have like hair people like work on and make them like, and this whole mixy color thing is just girls who are walking. I'm trying to elevate you. So in order to elevate you, you have to elevate the people who you're shooting. If she's paying you, cool. If this is a collaboration, then she won and you lost. Yeah. All right, my friend. Jim, thank you for submitting. Keep pushing, keep shooting the color, but you need to take back the control. You can't pass on the control. This was at an event that you were both at. Okay. Wrong subject. Pick somebody else. Pick somebody who has more that girl. I appreciate the shot, but she's not it. All right, on to Steve Bordeaux. Steve, here is another image from my minimalism submission. I didn't submit for the assignment because I felt the brick background was too textured and didn't fit the minimalism brief. Fair enough. Shot this with a R6 Mark II 70 to 200 at 100 millimeter. Oh, I would love to see what you like with 100 millimeter macro, Steve. 100 millimeter macro where you can go right up on the eyeball, like crazy bokeh. It's a 2.8, but that's my suggestion for you, my guy. Next is 100 millimeter macro. You need it. Shot this at 2/50th of a second, f4.5 at ISO 100, shot natural light. This is Steve Bordeaux. Steve, thanks for submitting, my guy. I appreciate you. All right, so yes and let's break down your light first. Natural light, we need a little bit of a reflector. I see a little bit of ground reflection here in the eyes, but skin's a little gray. And you can see that this is top light, right? Like it's midday, the sun is coming down. That's why she's got this beautiful highlight in her hair. But you putting her against this wall you're losing a little bit. I mean, I don't like the background is okay, but the way that this is cropped, it's all about this face and this hair and the white on white. So my suggestion is like, rather than shooting this on a dark background, you shoot this on a background that matches this. So it's like high key up here and high key down here. Now that you can see in her face that we're losing light in her eye and she's getting like weird shadow cast. Oops. You're getting weird shadow casts like here between her eyes, over here. This is all because your only light source is coming from directly above, like it's top down. So because of that, it's like you need outdoor strobe in order to overlight that front. And I'm going to show you an example of the difference when you're in this situation and you buy, like I have the newer Q4, or it's called the ML300. And this, let me just pull this off that. Oops, pull this, sorry. Thank you for your patience. It's appreciated. I do have a brain injury, so sometimes I'm a little slower than normal. We're trying to do that one. There we go. So let me show you some examples of using strobe outdoors to control the quality of light. Sorry, I got to go back one. But here, let me show you. This is strobe outdoors because it's almost nighttime, but you can see the quality of light on his face. Let me find you another. done with a female. Like, and again, if you're going to be doing backlight, you have to do something. Like, if the face is going to be under, you have to really kind of try to rip it a little bit more so it's not so conservative. But this is what I was looking for. This is an example of outdoor strobe where I'm controlling what the light on her face is doing completely. And also, if you look at the background, I'm also controlling the tone of the background completely. And if you look here, this is the difference when you're in a situation where you need light and you don't have it, because this shot would be so dark and unusable if that was the case. Here's another example. This is outdoor strobe. This is artificial sun, like done with a studio light with like just the 7-inch reflector. So if you're shooting people outside, unless you have perfect, even amazing natural light like this, or amazing natural light like this, or amazing natural light like this, like, unless you have that, you have to make it. And it's like, again, perfect natural light. Like, unless you have that, it's like, it's defeating for, like, look at what this looks like for a subject versus what this looks like when it's just, she's just in shade with no help, no reflector, no bump. So, Steve, outdoor strobe is going to change your life. And a reflector when you're shooting this stuff is really going to change your life for sure. Very, very, very well done. Again, Steve, you're a killer. You're a great shooter. And I'm like helping you be even crazier. And again, how many photos of the week have you won? How many like photo, you were in the Photo of the Year awards, my guy. Like, I like what you do. I respect your photography. You're getting stronger with the composition and the cover composition and what it's going to look like on Instagram. Like, all of this stuff, bro, like, you're getting it and it's like locked in. It's like, now let's push your boundaries. Let's get you outside your comfort zone, and let's get you with a battery powered light that you can just walk around with on a stand with like literally just the small like hard light, and really get you into placing. Oh my God, you're gonna have so much fun. Guys, Steve Bourdeau, thank you, my guy. I need a drink. And when I need a drink, I go for water. I don't drink alcohol. But don't drink no alcohol. But I have to admit something. I gotta really be honest here. I'm addicted to ginger ale. It's a problem. I don't have too many, but it has sugar in it and I shouldn't be having it. So I just wanted to confess that to you today. I'm so happy that's off my chest. Speaking of off my chest, I just did my first round of chemo yesterday. And after my last scan, for those who care, after my last scan, which happened like, I don't know, January, they noticed that there was like an centimeter growth on like one of the spots that I had in my chest. And I could feel it. Like literally, I could feel it. I didn't admit it or talk about it. But when I went like this, I could feel it. And it was fucking scary. Like I could actually feel cancer in my breathing. And I did chemo yesterday, and guess what? I don't feel it. It's fucking crazy. I don't feel it. It's gone. So I'm going to lick this. I'm so licking this. Oh my God. I'm like running to chemo right now. Like, give it to me, baby. Give it to me. I can take it. This is eliminating cancer from my body. Already had radiation on my brain after I had my brain surgery. And little dusting of like radiation, and after my scans it's like, yeah, your brain is cancer free, you got no cancer in your head anymore. And for those who want to see what the scar looks like, which it always evolves, it's a little nubby. I don't know what's going on here, but this is what my head looks like currently. Can you see? Anyways, I had brain surgery like 4 months ago in September. Let's go on to this.
If you're ready to stop guessing and actually grow your photography business, these are the 3 tools that I wish that I had earlier. They're simple, they're powerful, and they're made for photographers that are ready to get serious. Tool number 1, my cold outreach master pack. 18 proven email templates and a step-by-step guide to help you get new clients fast. If you've ever stared at a blank screen not knowing what to say, this fixes that. Tool number 2, my professional photographer's habit tracker. Good gear doesn't build success, good habits do. My daily habit tracker keeps you focused, accountable, and moving forward every day. And tool 3, the ultimate photographer's call sheet. Shoots get chaotic fast. This call sheet organizes your client info, your gear checklist, and shot list so you show up confident and prepared. You can grab all 3 right now at thecartymethod.com/tools. They're built from real-world experience, and they're ready to help you grow today.
All right, friends, it is time for Roberto Carlos. Roberto, inspired by Philip Halsman's Jumpology. You're making hard words for me. This is my version, aiming to capture genuineness in people with their feet off the ground. Shot with an R8, that's a Canon, 35 millimeter, f 5.6, 320th of a second, and f11. I'm drunk now. That water killed me. ISO 400. I'm gonna do that all over again. F 5.6, 320 second shutter speed, and ISO 400 shot natural light. Roberto Carlos. Let's get it on Roberto. Roberto, this is a yes on idea. Like, it's really strong with the idea, bro. Really strong. He's a little bit like, I would say I would want a little bit less. Like, I would cut the frame right here where it meets rather than leave this little extension arm here on the bottom. This is a yes because it hits, it's great energy, great vibe, Roberto. You got pretty good exposure in here in the shade, and you didn't blow out the highlights too much. The location is visually holds. I'm just worrying about the exposure in here. And again, this is one of those things when you're shooting motion. Let me hide the cover. When you're shooting motion, strobe is like key. Let's see the shutter speed again that you shot this at. Sorry, wrong window. You shot this at 3/20th of a second. So enough to freeze, but not enough to give you an image that doesn't have motion blur. And when you actually really go up in on it, you're like, okay, yeah, it's not quite as tight when you look at it that close. And it's because, again, it's a great idea that you're executing without the right tools. Also, shadows are blue, by the way. Look at this, shadow blue. And then this is warm. And you're color balanced for your background, not the shade that you're shooting in. That's why he feels cold. So there's some things here that you could do to make this picture just smash. And the first thing is bringing in 3/4 like light on this to give him like beautiful Rembrandt light on his face, some accent on the jacket, and also just proper exposure so your photo doesn't fall apart when I look at it this big. Like here already it's starting to fall apart. And then when you look at it closer, you're like, oh, the glasses are soft, and like it's because you're shooting someone in motion without the flash that just freezes it. Like you can't shoot motion without flash. And again, when I say flash, I mean studio light. I don't mean a pop-up flash on your camera. I mean studio light on a stand with a reflector. Like, what I mean is this. Like a light with a reflector, and you bring that outside and you get a battery powered one. And if you go to my stevecarty.com/gear, stevecarty.com/gear, you'll see my entire gear list of all the stuff that I shoot with. And it's like the new stuff that I get, like I put all my photo, video, all my audio equipment, all my computers, my monitors, storage, my memory cards, readers, like everything that I use to run my business, including video lighting, including photography lighting, my meter, my modifiers, my light stands, camera support, that's all my tripods and all my rigging. Like I have it all here, and all you need to do is click the link and it takes you right to that product. And then you can just cop it, and then if you buy something, I make a nickel. So that I think is super important. Go on my list and get the strobe that I bought was like $250, $300. And I swear to God, this light changed my photography. I've been a purist where I don't light outside at all for 34 years. Didn't light outside at all, ever. Ever. Like, I mean, ever. I would always, if I was shooting at night, I would find the right light and shoot long shutter speeds, and I did light painting and all, like, would just make it cool. And then I started using video lights outside, like constant, and doing some light painting. You can look at my personal work and see that some stuff in there. And then once I saw this newer strobe, I had to throw down for it. All right, very good swing, my guy. I'm giving you an 11 on effort here, but you saw what happened when I zoomed way in, and we're pros. We're pros. Our stuff is not allowed to fall apart when somebody gets close to it. It's not allowed to fall. In fact, when people get closer, they should see more detail. They should see more everything when they get closer. That's when they're like, okay, this guy gets it. This girl gets it. All right, next up is Miss Natalie Bennett. This is my week 10 submission entry for this assignment. This is shot with a R6 Mark II 85 millimeter. Yes. F4, natural light. Holy shit, Natalie. Holy shit, I'm so excited about this. Natalie Bennett. Let's get it on, Natalie. Natalie, this is swaggy. This is a picture I would take. This has a vibe. It has a vibe with like the right spot. Like you just have to watch small things, girl. Like really tiny things, like where this horizon line goes into her head and then where this shadow drops. What I would have done maybe is pulled her along the wall that way and see if I can push this horizon line lower. So then this horizon line goes lower. You can also lower yourself so you're not hitting her so straight on. You're aiming up at her a little bit, which then you can completely change what the background is behind her. But really pretty light on her face. Her hair, you can see her hair is kind of getting sloppy. Like her hair is a little messed up. Like when you really look in at her hair, you're like, okay, her hair is like, she needs a zhuzh, right? Like she needs like to brush it because it's starting to look like she did this hair 6 hours ago. Like this is a mess. So like now you're becoming limited by how much your subjects care about their image, how much they care about their skin, how much they care about their stuff. Like now you're starting to be limited by that. And I want you to know that it's like the first thing people look at when they look at a woman, they look at their eyes, they look at their hair, they look at the shape of their mouth. So it's like this girl's like tie back is like super messy. She needs to untie her hair, do this, smooth it a little bit, maybe zhuzh it with a little product to take down that like the frizz, and then like get her back into position and shoot this shot. It's a good swing though. I'm giving you an 11. Because again, I'm judging you against you, Natalie. But again, it's like you have to be the most detail-oriented person in the room. And that includes what your person's wearing, what their hair looks like, what their skin is like, if they need to pluck, if they need to wax. Like, you understand how embarrassing it is for a guy to be like, okay, send pictures of you, send like full length, 3/4, and then send me headshots. Just shoot them with your phone or have your friend take pictures. And then it's a picture of their face and they have like girly hairs above their lip, and they have dark hair. So the hairs are dark. And you're like, girl, you need a wax. You need a wax. Can you wax before we shoot, please? Like, I shouldn't have to tell you that. Should look in the mirror and say, I have a mustache, and go get a fucking wax. Like, don't show up on the photo shoot with a mustache and think that I'm going to be able to do anything with my 50 megapixel camera, which shows everything. So you have to have the courage to tell your subject, make sure you come waxed. And if you like, again, it's like you have to make that judgment call because there's nothing you can do on the back end. Nothing. So anyways, very good effort, Natalie. Thanks for submitting. But yeah, that's just a lesson on like how do you actually tell someone that they need to wax. All right, we're going to back to Zandon. Zandon, back to this image. It makes a little bit more sense because I know that you're a little bit newer to shooting this type of stuff. Everything still holds true. Everything that I was saying earlier, like this is black, right? But actually this is black. So this isn't black. This is gray. And this is black. But guess what? This is black. So this isn't black either. It's gray. And then this also gray, her hand also gray, her face also like, so there's like a lack of contrast because you're doing a treatment. You're doing something with your sliders, because out of camera, it doesn't look like this. And you're also, you're putting a black and white treatment on your photo, which means you're using post-production wrong. We don't do that as how it comes out of the camera is very close to how people see my final images. So there are no treatments, there are no LUTs, there are no presets, there's none of that bullshit, because that's what fucking Peter McKinnon would do. And that's not what we do. Peter McKinnon has not shot for Vogue magazine. Okay, and this isn't about trickery and hacks and presets that you bought from some fucking photographer on YouTube. I want this to be serious, classically trained photographers is what I'm trying to put out. And Zandon, you have that it quality with photography. Like, you're a great shooter, but you really have to watch for stuff. You have to watch for shooting people outside at 12 noon. When the sun's coming top down very hard. And also that creates raccoon eyes. You're kind of hiding her. Her hand is the main focus of the picture. And it's also brighter because it's getting more light than she is. And the center focused horizontal. Every time you hold your camera horizontally, it is two pages in a magazine. So 2 pages in a magazine, there's a gutter, and you have to make room for the gutter. For me personally, this composition and this over the shoulder, it's not it. This is not it. And we need visual references. We need to, this is why I was so thrown when I was looking at the wrong photo, and it's like, this is a Richard Avedon reference. I'm like, oh my God, no, it's not. So, like, there's like, your camera should be held vertically. It should be held vertically. That should be the default. Is every picture is a cover. You can shoot 2 people vertically. You can, like, if you have top light, then have the subject turn profile, and the top light now rims them. Having them look at camera then just gives them raccoon eyes. So the photo here is the 2 of them. Like, if you cut the picture in half, the photo is this guy here, profile, looking at this girl here, profile, but have the faces kind of aiming up so the light can hit them. He's wearing black. She's wearing black. And then you can have the road to nowhere on this other page if you want to. But guess what? This photo can easily be a vertical. It's just about how you compose it. Now, look at this frame where I take this and now I enlarge this like this and like this. And then I do this, and suddenly, although I can't change the light or your composition, suddenly that's all you need in the frame. Everything else is useless, and you're essentially wasting that part of the sensor. So bias your camera vertical, because Instagram is vertical. It's like, and again, I'm not trying to like go hard on you as my viewers leave, but I am trying to kind of drive home like how important it is to not just hold your camera like this. Like, hold your camera vertically, and that's why we have grips, so you can hold it vertically and not have to like bend your arm. If you don't have a grip for your camera, or if your camera doesn't have a grip available for it, either buy a grip because it's available, or you need to upgrade your camera to a pro camera that has a grip, because you're going to be holding your camera like that all day long. So try to get out of this horizontal mode, because horizontal only works on big 4K screens. But as soon as you see it on a phone and it's just this little thing across here, like, it's forgettable. And again, people really don't look at it. So you got to care more about vertical and horizontal and knowing when in the day to shoot. And if you're not bringing lights outside, if you're not bringing studio light and lighting, you got to be way better at finding your light. And when you look at your watch and it says 1, that's not the time to be outside shooting portraits. It's not the time. The time is 3, when the light is lower and better. And if it's a cloudy, overcast, grayish kind of day, like, you got to go to places that bring light. Like, it's just, I can't say it more. I can't stress it enough. You just need light, my guy. Zandon, thanks for submitting. All right, on to the next. Sorry, I'm a little ranty today. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes I get ranty. Let me do this and then I'll take a breather. I appreciate that. So this is Francis Jeffrey. I've been wanting to submit this photograph for a while. Shot with a Rebel SL3 50 millimeter ISO 400, shot at a 100th of a second at f8. This is Francis Jeffrey. Francis, thanks for submitting. Francis, this is a vibe. This is, again, obviously a precious moment, but you've managed to capture it in a way to remove the identities of the people who are shooting, which gives them privacy. You're also at a really powerful, energetic spot and you shot it with a real strong composition, Francis. I gotta tell you, bro, this is really good. You have this beautiful, composition that's happening through here. This is very, very strong, Francis. And I see it. I see what you see. You have to watch your edges to make sure that this doesn't go too close. The black and white is good. The black and white treatment is good. There's nothing that's distracting. This is a yes for me all day, Francis. This is really good, bro. Really strong. And it's shot in such a way. Let me just take this and we'll do this. There, it's back. And you shot it in such a way, Francis, that it even works. Hey, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. I got to stop this because I got a very generous man, or woman, I can't tell, with a donation. Hey, why is this not going up here? Hello, there we go. So let me put that here and go like this and give you some love. And then I'm going to do that and bring some real smoke into the atmosphere. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for your donation. Francis, you did good, kid. This is good. This is good. This is the Francis that I need to see. And I know it's hard because you're on the spectrum. I know that it's hard because you're on the spectrum. Your life is a lot harder than the average person. And I know that you have tics and things that make it really hard for you to interact with people. But you're trying really hard. And I see that. So Francis Jeffrey, this is an 11 out of 10. Okay? Well done, Francis. I think you did a really, really good job this week. Even Taylor Swift thinks so. Well done, Francis. You did good, kid. All right. We got people from all walks of life watching this, all walks of life.
If being on camera or speaking in front of people makes you nervous, this challenge is for you. It's called the 30-Day On-Camera Challenge, and I designed it to help you show up with confidence, whether you're recording a video, giving a presentation, or leading a meeting in real life. Every day via email, you're going to get a clear, simple prompt that helps you get more comfortable speaking out loud while building real communication skills that you can use anywhere. Now, I promise you, this isn't just for YouTubers or content creators. It's for anyone that wants to show up more clearly, communicate with confidence, and leave a lasting impression in person or on camera. If you're ready to feel more in control, express yourself with confidence, and learn how to present in a way that feels true to you, start your 30-Day On-Camera Challenge today. All you need to do is go to thecartymethod.com/tools and pick up my 30-Day On-Camera Challenge. Let's get to work.
So our guy Zandon, just before I played my ad spot, this guy just gifted 5 subs to the channel, meaning 5 Carty crew memberships. So first of all, Zandon, smoking to smoke, smokety smoke, smokety smoke all day. Second of all, thank you for your generosity. And third of all, I want you guys to know that Zandon is the photographer who submitted this picture, whom I just ripped a new asshole. Okay, but you have to understand, Zandon does not see it as me ripping him a new asshole. How he sees it is Carty cares so fucking much about my pictures, and he wants me to improve, and I want to improve, and I want the truth. I don't want a runaround. I don't want games. I just want someone to tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can fix it. And he appreciates that so much that he wants other people to benefit from that as well and to be hooked on this channel the same way that he is. And he recently signed up. This is his second or his third submission. And again, it's proud of you, Zandon. You're doing really good, bro. I'm glad that you're here. And now we have this guy, Mr. Wayne Michael, who's being generous, and he's putting down $5. And he said, no one should stop believing. This is such solid knowledge that's being given. It hits deep. It's just a deep, professional, passionate, and real as it could be or should be. Thank you for that, Wayne. That's really appreciated. Kind words are always welcomed. In this tough world we live in, kind words are always welcome. All right, we are on Mike Wells. We're going to ramp it up a little bit. Mike Walls shot this with and the reason it slowed me down is because I was reading. I can't read. I can only get right into what camera you shot with. All the words that you write, it just slows the show down. So I'm going to stop for reading them for the rest of the episode. Mike Walls shot with a Canon R6 Mark II 100 millimeter 60th of a second f/5.6 at ISO 160. This is Mike Walls. Mike, thanks for submitting. Mike going straight for the small business. And I'm telling you, Mike, this is your angle. The sad thing is this is what we need to see. We need to notice that this piece of what's it called? Just this piece of cardboard, like here beside, like you got to get yourself around so you're seeing not from what a customer would see. You're seeing like something that only someone from like that works there on the other side of the counter. Like you got to give it more from his perspective. Seeing this growing out of his head, bro, like his literally like wash station. Seeing this, like you have to move your feet and have him come to you when this shit is done and present it. So you're shooting a perfect vertical frame in the right spot, trying to like lean over, and like you're dealing with so many distractions that's taking you away from the food, which we can't actually see. We can't actually see the food, but I can see this wash station back here, and I can see this, and I can see his hat, and I can see this in the foreground, and I can see this in the foreground. Like, the food is so minimal and inconsequential in this shot, and that's what the whole picture is about. So wait until he goes from here to here, and then shoot it from a different angle so you have a better background. Check, Mike Walls, on going into a small business, engaging, and shooting photos. That, as it is the hardest effing thing to do in your mind to get your head around. But once you do it, you've broken the seal. And this unlocks retainer models. This unlocks money, because you need to know how to serve a small business and create results for them, which is the best photography that they've ever seen. So this is good. And I'm giving you an 11 because you actually did this. And this is so hard to break this seal. But now that you also have to do incredible photography. You also have to do incredible on the spot photography. And black and white is a hook. Okay? Black and white is a crutch. Not everything that you shoot black and white is going to work in color. And the world is in color. The food is it. Bro, who wants to eat some fucking black and white food? Who wants to eat black and white hot dogs? Who wants to eat a black and white steak? These foods are like it's sensuous. Like, color is part of it. But guess what the color in this room looked like? Probably mixed light, probably some natural light, some bad fluorescence. Like, that's why you have him prepare his sandwich or his hot dog and then walk into the doorway where there's real light, and you have him, hey, you get these if you go through this door. Who told you had to stay inside? Who told you had to stay inside? Who told you had to shoot while he's doing something? Who told you not to, like, wait till it's done and then shoot the killer finished photo? And if he's preparing behind a counter. Get your ass behind the counter with him so you can bring the audience a new perspective. A new perspective that they don't... Bro, I know what it looks like on this side of the counter. I've seen this side of the counter 8,000 times. What I don't get to see is what he's seeing, his side of the counter. And now it focuses, now you're shooting over his shoulder, and it focuses on this more than all of the other stuff that's happening. You're making the food the star when he's preparing, and then he presents it, and then him and the food in each hand that he's going like this. So the food's like, it's like a thumbnail on YouTube. Look, I'm doing it right now. Food looks huge. He looks small behind. And by the way, this is a 16 millimeter lens, like a 20. So like, imagine, look like this. That's your photo. So it's got to be more than this. We got to go harder in the paint than this. But again, you're getting an 11 for effort. You're getting 11 for breaking that seal, because what you did is hard. People want to be photographers, but they don't want to talk to small businesses. They want to shoot girls that think they're cute, and then they're making nothing, no money, but their egos feel good because they have cute girls in their book. I'd rather have $10,000 in my bank account every month. So you're on the right route, and that's the route that you're on, which I love. And I'm going to support it, Mike, because you're in my system. All right. This is Nakumba Booker Jr. There's nobody that I'm harder on than this photographer. I swear to God, this guy, so hard on him because he's so good. Who's this subscribing for 27 months? If not Miss Vicky Sonic, an incredible editorial photographer she's in rural Pennsylvania. And this girl, I've been helping this girl for 3 years. She was the first person I coached because of YouTube. This girl is killing it right now, Vicky Sonic. And I love the fact that she's still a member. Like, she's been a member for as long as I've had memberships on this channel, which is 27 months. And yeah, I coached her one-on-one online. And this girl, who would never be in front of the camera, she was so afraid to be in front of the camera, she just hid and made amazing photos. This girl rules TikTok. She shoots incredible behind the scenes, and the BTS of her doing her photo shoots, which I advised her to do, which I advise everybody to do, completely blew up her business. And she is religious with social media, crazy with her TikTok reels, crazy with her Instagram reels. She pushes so hard, and she just like, she's winning. And also like has the same social anxiety, dyslexia. Like, I'm not sure if you have dyslexia, but I think you do, because she like we're not perfect. And the things that she that she was using as an excuse to not push herself forward, she started to talk about it and put it in the forefront and be like, yeah, I have this, but I'm doing it anyways. And Vicky Sonic, so proud of you, girl. You're killing it. All right, back to Nakumba. Nakumba shooting with the Canon M50. I just love these success stories, and Vicky's definitely one of my success stories. Vicky, post your website link so people can see your work, or your Instagrams. Mr. Nakumba Booker Jr. shooting with a Canon M50 50mm f4.5 80 second shutter speed, 80th of a second, 80 second shutter speed, 1/80th of a second, and shot at ISO 400 with a newer Q3 with a Beauty Edition diffuser. This is Nakumba Booker Jr. Nakumba, thanks for submitting, my guy. I like the idea. I like the North Face. I like the branding, but the pose, her holding the jacket, you'll never see an ad ever of a model wearing North Face and they're holding it like it's a prop. Like, just own it. Just own the jacket. Don't be like, look, I'm wearing a jacket. Like, it just tackies it up. The hat up, the hood up. We're losing all her sex appeal with this hood up. Like, the hood needs to be down. It needs to be a fashion thing, not like it. So for me, Nakumba, the fake eyelashes is another thing. Where are her eyeballs? Where are her eyes? Where are her eyes? Her eyes are behind these fucking caterpillars that she has on her face. Like, seriously, if you see a girl walk into your studio with fake eyelashes, why are they on? It looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous, and it looks so bad in photography, especially when you have to light, because where is the light gonna go? Like, I don't see her eyes. Her eyes are gone because of these fucking lashes. It's so stupid. And I swear to God, black girls just do this all the time. And this isn't Vogue. Find me a black girl in Vogue with fake lashes this big. Find me one, please. Like, it's too much. It's too much. Like, literally, someone walked into my studio wearing those, I'd say, please go to the bathroom and take those caterpillars off your eyes. Please do it right now. I'm not shooting you wearing those. Because you know what? The right light actually fixes and makes your eyelash like fake, but pieces, like little bits, not like blah. Like, that's what it looks like. And then with the holding of the jacket, you're just taking a great idea and then lowering it. The hood up like this on a girl when she has hair, lowers the standard. Then someone wearing an expensive piece and then they're like this, look at this piece that I have. Look. Like holding a jacket, holding lapels, holding collars, it's all tacky. And you'll never see it in Vogue magazine ever, which is why like you got to be so subtle with it. And for me, like, great location. The light, again, your light placement, you're not quite there. You can see this whole part down here. Your light travels in straight lines. This girl needs front light, not side light. She needs front light. And also, her head is up, so you're aiming directly up her nostrils. You're just shooting up her nose. Like, you see the head angle and you just see like this stuff, like her nails. Like, you can't ever show a fake nail from the underside. Why? Because it looks like this, which is gross. So all of this stuff, like, you look at her nails, they're over fake. They're too like baby fat. They're too like street, like, again, not in Vogue. You're not going to see nails like this in Vogue. So this is the kind of, like, you can't ever show underneath the nail. That is a no-go zone. And why? Well, because it looks like this. Like, you see, that's what it looks like. So I see everything. And you also, as a photographer, have to see everything. Can't see her eyes. Why? Because she's wearing fake lashes. So simple. Like, more frontal light is more flattering than side light. Because if you look at this side of her face, what's flattering about what's happening on this side of her face and what's flattering about what's happening here? All you're doing is accentuating her nose. You're accentuating her. Girls need to be lit from the front. That's like, they love that. Like, female faces, like, let me show you an example. Female faces love to be lit by the front. And it's like, when you really think about it, only a very small percentage of female faces can afford to be lit from the side. Look at how happy light from the front looks on a face. Some faces can take a little bit of side light, but I got to tell you, like, front light, look at how faces love front light. Like, female faces love front light, but you want to light them from this. Okay. I like guys like that. I like dudes like that. Butterfly technique, like this, like butterfly. Yes, it's called butterfly lighting. It's front light. Yes, butterfly lighting. I do it a lot. Like, I do it artificially and I do it naturally. But like, front light is, again, front light. This is what we have as photographers, is light. This is what we have. Look at how much light and how faces love light, and they love front light. Look at where the shadow is dropping down here under the chin. Oops. I've lost my tool. I'm gonna have to quit Screen Brush and open it again. But you can see here the shadows. Oops. You can see here the shadows, little bit of shadow under here. See the highlights on the cheeks. little bit of darkness above here, but bright eyes, bright eyes. This I shot with video light because this was actually one of my first commercials, like commercial videos that I shot as a commercial. So because of that, I used, those are all like not LEDs, but I think, I forget what they're called now, but the lights that we used before LEDs were popular, and there's like 5 of them on that. Sorry, I just got to open this program again. 1 second. Here it is. All right, we're back. So, Nakumba, my eyes and my belief in you is way up here, my guy. It is way up here, and sometimes you swing here. And you let your subject, I get frustrated because seeing some girl wearing like a $1,200 jacket and then holding it like she's like, it's just tacky. It's tacky. The nails, tacky. The eyelashes, tacky. You have to be able to see this, the hood up, tacky. She's got hair. Show her hair like she's a woman. Like this, you can't show to North Face. Like this, they're not going to look at because it's not North Face. You got to look at what North Face is doing. Again, I got to spend another second on this. And the reason that I have to is because it's important. It's important to register, like, let's look at what North Face is doing right now. And let's look at what North Face is doing right now. Hood up? No, hair. Let's just put this here. There we go. So hair. And look at all, like, look at this. Hood up? Hood up? Is anybody holding the jacket like this? Anybody? So if you're not looking at references before you make your North Face pictures, then you'll never know what North Face is looking for as far as photography. And then you're going to always miss. Always. Like, look at this. Is she holding the jacket? Does she have crazy fake eyelashes on? Do any of these black girls have crazy fake eyelashes on? None. Why? Because it fucks with the light and they're professionals. Do any of them have crazy nails? None. None. So it's like, without looking at what a brand is doing, how do you expect to put out hot shit for that brand? Without ever looking at what North Face does, the marketing that they do, the stuff that they put out, how they pose their models, what kind of people they choose. The one photo of one girl holding the jacket, I would have picked another edit. This is way doper. This is way doper, personally. And you see 99% of the time, they're not holding. Like, there's one photo out of thousands of somebody holding the lapel. And it doesn't, I can't even guarantee that came out of North Face, or if it's just a user-generated picture. And then there's this kind of an idea, which is shooting someone in a situation where they would be wearing a North Face jacket. And then seeing editorially how they shoot it, using studio light outside, and how it's all about the jacket and not so much about the subject. So, like, for me, this is the journey that you take when you're about to shoot something for a brand, is you look at what the brand actually, what their ethos looks like. And by the way, find me one night photo. Find one night photo. Just one. Find one night photo where North Face is pushing their products at night. Well, there's none. But then why did you shoot at night? You know? So this is this is the closest. And this is like just in shade with studio light. So again, that's why we don't do this, Nakumba. Because you start from a place of uninformed. You're an uninformed optimist, meaning I'm optimistic about this shoot, but I don't know anything about what I should be shooting, when I should be shooting it, how I should be styling the person, what the person should be looking like, how they should be like. If you're trying to shoot for brands, you look at the brand before you do the shoot. The crop is way too cropped. Like none of the North Face images are cropped this way. None of them. None. Not on figure. And if they are, they're done in studio in a super cool way. But this isn't this because the hood's not right. It's not the right kind of hood to shoot up, which is why in all of these images where there's hoods, most of them are down. Like most of them are down. Like there's all kinds of pictures that have hoods, but like, you know, so without looking at that and seeing the kind of swag that the models have, you're just missing the boat. And it's frustrating because the boat is there to be like surfed on. And we have more information available to us to inspire us as far as what we should be shooting. Kino flows. Thank you, Jim. Yes. Jim just put my brain back in. Like I have, by the way, Jim, I have so many of those gaps, like after brain surgery where I'm just like missing time. Nakumba Booker Jr. Nakumba, you gotta really try harder, bro. I can't stress this enough. You have to try harder. This is your life, your work, your portfolio, not mine. But I gotta tell you, these girls that you're shooting, you need better girls. All right, this is Lincia Taylor. Nikon D 810 85 millimeter. Lincia shot at f13 50 500 ISO at calligraphy. You can't jump around while I'm trying to read. Like leave your cursor away. Thank you. At 400 the second shot natural light. This is Lincia Taylor. Lincia, thanks for submitting. So is this a picture for your portfolio or is this a snapshot for him? Because it feels very much like snapshot for him. And the reason is like that is just, and then on his knee, like you're making this photo for him. You're letting him control the pose. He's controlling everything. And it's now not proud. It's braggadocious. It's not a guy who's wearing a black guy with a cowboy hat wearing like a cool shirt and blue jeans standing there with his arms crossed. Just like, he's like glad, like it's hokey. There's no other way to say it. It's hokey. So Lincia, it's like you're dropping the horizon right through him. The horizon here, like the houses and stuff. Like it's just the poles, this, like it's just doesn't seem like I can see like an edge of something that he's standing, the tire, like it just doesn't seem inspired. I don't need to see his shoe. Like you're making his leg look weird. It looks femme because he's like, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. Let's see, in every way. The background's wrong. The pose is wrong. The I'm a little teapot hand on the hip kind of vibe in this, it's just wrong. And again, the whole idea when we shoot men is to make them men, to shoot them masculine, to make them tough. And non-distracting backgrounds. This is very distracting background. There's garbage behind him. There's garbage behind him. Like, this is your photo. This is the background of your photo, which is, this is how much I care about the stuff that's behind my subjects. So, Lincia, is this the best you can do? There's garbage in the photo. Like this. Like, I'm sorry. I just, like, for me, like, my standards are higher. There's like alcohol bottles behind it. Like, this is not the spot. You met this guy, he wanted a photo. Okay, here we go. Click, done. Thanks. Like, with the hydro poles and all, like, no, this is not acceptable. I believe that you're a better photographer than this, which means I think that you could do better than this if given a chance to shoot this again. Like, going across the street and putting him against this piece of graffiti and having him with both his hands in his pockets or his arms crossed and his hat actually at the right angle, not like back up on his head, like, then maybe you have something, but you're not trying hard enough. This is not good enough for someone who's trying to get paid to be a full-time photographer. I'm sorry to give you such bad news, but I don't think that this hits. All right. Lincia. This is Jessica Mendez. Jessica shot this with a Nikon Z9 with a 105 macro, f10, ISO 100 at 200th of a second, shot with a Godox with an octagon softbox. This is Miss Jessica Mendez. Jessica, this is pretty. This is pretty. We're shooting half a set, like half a plate. We're on a background now, which is kind of like a whole different style. This, like, you're using some sort of a muslin fabric background. I'm trying to reconcile, like, is this a still life or is this food photography? Because it feels like the background, like, again, my suggestion is something that you'd actually eat on. But I do love this tonally. Oops, that's horrible writing. Nope, still not. Tonally, there we go. Tonally, yes. But again, it's like, I want to see other edits. Better bowl this time. It's a bit of a set. Like, I'm still trying to reconcile, like, who you are as a food photographer and how you're, like, where the style is going. I'm wondering what the references are. Like, the references, for me, it's all about the references. So I'm wondering, like, what the reference is. And then shooting this food on what looks like it could be something from the, like, it's not a towel, but it could be like a sheet, a bed sheet, a top sheet. Like, it feels like that's what you kind of just laid down and then shot on top of. So I'm trying to reconcile the fabric. Yeah, there's a video that if I'll remember, it's a food photographer named Eric something, and he's so powerful. He'll make you a better food photographer. This is a strong swing. Again, there's a couple of things I'm trying to reconcile. The first thing is the way that you're so dramatically cutting half this bowl. I'm reconciling you shooting it like you're shooting a portrait, like just straight, and like there's no angles or any of the, like, it's very like this and then horizon. So I don't know, like, I'm kind of, but you can see editorially, like it works. You know what I mean? So I can't hate on you too much because it works. This is why I'm like, I'm also kind of trying to reconcile this whole scenario, because like the thing that's like, it works. So it's a little claustrophobic, but again, it still works, Mendez. So I don't know, Jessica, I can't fuck with you too much. I got to just say yes. Like, this hits. It's a strong image. I know you're going to be so great, which is why, like, I want to push you hard now and get your skin thick. So when you're doing $10,000 a day client work, like, this kind of shit just is a no-brainer. And I believe in you. That's the most important thing, is like, I'm really on your side. This is a good picture. I can't hate on you, girl. It's good. Again, I'm always just trying to push you outside your comfort zone. I want Jessica Mendez feeling uncomfortable when you're making photographs. I want you to be like, I want to push you outside that place where you're like, yes, okay, blah, blah, blah. This is a little like, yeah, do that. Get those photos, but then go way outside your comfort zone. This is Levi Wells. Levi's shooting with a Sony A6600. I'm hoping soon to be upgraded. Again, I'll say, I'm hoping soon to be upgraded with a, you're too good to be shooting with a toy camera. You really are. Shooting with a 60 millimeter macro, 5.6, 1/60th of a second, ISO 1600. Your ISO is way too high. ISO 1600, shot natural light. Let's have a look. Okay. Trying to reconcile here. It's definitely a different perspective, but where the gutter falls, like what I'm looking at, this is too close. This is too close, and it's the wrong perspective. It's not a perspective that I like, that any eye can understand at quick, that I'm looking at croissants, like this huge out of focus piece, like right in the foreground, like this huge out of focus, and then focus, and that, like, you're racking focus on food, which it really never looks good. It just doesn't. Food is not for racking. It's like maybe in a video shot, but as a still, like, look how close you are up here. We're very claustrophobic to the top of the frame. Like up here, this is super claustrophobic, and you're close to the, and like these colors, like, I don't know what this is. Like, it just becomes like a visual mess, and you're not that photographer. You're way stronger with your visuals. You don't create visual messes. So for me, like, it's a center focused horizontal, which right off the drop, it's a center focused horizontal. Instant problem. Second, it's claustrophobically close. Like, it's claustrophobically tight to the edge of this frame. Meaning, like, when this would go to print, it would get cut off. And also, the rack focus means you have this in focus and maybe little, but the rest, it's just blur. It's just blur, which is trickery and not what we're trying to do. So you don't you hit photo of the week, like every week, usually, Levi, but this one for me, my guy, is a miss. And you need to see why it's a miss and know, like this is an idea that, like, yeah, you shoot a couple of frames, but you don't stay on it. Like, we don't shoot food like we're shooting portraits. Like, this is too close. It's not it for me. And it shouldn't be it for you. You're a better shooter than that. So I want to see higher and better swings. That's a no for me this week. That is Levi Wells. All right. We are on to, it's Levi. We are on to Miss Denise Tuggle. Denise shot this with a Nikon D850 ISO, 100 millimeter lens, f/16, 25th of a second, ISO 800. Shot with a single newer strobe. This is Miss Denise Tuggle. Miss Denise. Yes, I really like this. There's a couple of things. First off, exposure in the front. We need a little bit more front light. Because this is getting muddy. But the idea... Oh my God, the idea is an 11 out of 10, girl. This is so good on the idea that it's worth re-executing. I'm going to show you that you're sloppy. I'm going to show you that the distance here is not the same as the distance here. Yes or yes. Yes or yes. I'm going to show you also that the lines here through this one feel like they're angled, and this one feels like it's angled. And now if I look at the base, is that flat or is that angled down? And then I look at this one and I feel like that one, it appears straight, but this is scientific. Like how your distances, like you really, like you almost have to use a grid in your camera, because even the spacing here, in between, the spacing in between isn't the same. The spacing here isn't the same. So you're going to reshoot this, but you're going to do it perfectly. And you either need, if you're out of lights, you did this with one light in the back, much brighter, and one light in the front that's lighting your product. Like you need proper, like you can't rely just on the backlight. You need your front and these logos and these descriptions to be perfect. Like this is 11 out of 10 on idea, and I'm going to give you a 7 out of 10 on execution. And your execution also needs to be an 11. So what will you do in order to make the reshoot, which I hope to see as soon as possible, as strong with the backlight, but stronger with the front? And I also want you to notice that we're losing whiteness in the corner up here. So you can whiten out there because you don't have to you don't have to touch anything around the product. So you can whiten up here where you can see that there's a definitive dip in exposure. Like if you just look at this, you can see in the white how it's not quite as bright here as it is down here. You see that clearly, right? How down here brightness versus up in this corner brightness. So you're losing light up there, which means it's another reason to bring in the front light where you're focused just on lighting the product. But this is a good swing, Denise. I'm giving you full marks. You're a great shooter. Keep it going. I'm liking this idea. Stay with it, Miss Tuggle. All right, that was Denise Tuggle. On to sister gang, Donna Cranshaw. Donna shoots with the RP, Canon RP, with a 100 millimeter, shot at f/16 at 1/125th of a second at ISO 100, shot with a single strobe. This is Donna Cranshaw. Donna, there's a vibe here. It feels like, first of all, it's pushed too much to the right. Again, like we have to center these products. There's too much of a gap here. There's not enough of a gap there. I definitely see it, but for me, like I would love to like the floor. I don't know. It's just I'm not sure about the products, like what these products are, and trying to get you away from like stuff that you find at Shoppers Drug Mart or at like I live in Canada, so I'm not going to give you the same like the stores that you have there. And again, this just looks like black hair products, which is cool, but it's not as cool as like the beauty company that I recommended that Denise shoot. And you can see the Ordinary Beauty Company. She's having so much fun making photographs of this, think of the photographers that shoot this stuff. Like this is something that Raymond Meyer would shoot. Like we have elevating the stuff, the things that you shoot elevate you. So these packages are like low budget, cheap, independently put out packaging. You can see the stickers on the label are this one's kind of sliding off. Like it's not like, look at the bottom of the product edge here. And by the way, if it exists, I'm going to see it. Just FYI, you can't hide anything from me. Like this edge bottom of the product, it just makes this look like a low-end product, like the way that it's stickered instead of printed right up. So you're shooting a low-end product, and then what does that make you? Low-end. Because you choose low-end things as your subjects. So using the background and the floor kind of vibe, like you're shooting a portrait, like for me with this kind of a product, close that. I would want to shoot this in such a way that hides that, like just that now feels a little bit cooler, like just but the product's wrong. Like the product is wrong. And again, I want to help you find what your category is, because I've seen you shoot cologne and I've seen you shoot that, like we're jumping around as far as what your product category is. And whatever you choose, it has to be luxury. It has to feel expensive. Buy and return. Like that's what you have to do when it comes to getting good handbags and that. And understand that if you're shooting dollar store products or products that look like they're from like some sort of just like they're accessible, like you can just go to the store and buy it, like you need to be going online and finding like cool patterns and cool product and packaging that are within a category. So for me, I think you're jumping around too much right now, Donna. I feel like we might need to have a little on the phone consultation on Zoom so I can like get like, again, color combination, beautiful, your composition is okay, although it's not centered. But again, it's like the product that you're putting all your time and effort into, if that's starting there, if that's wrong, like everything you're doing afterwards is just a waste of time. So for me, this product is not it. But again, Donna, as I'm saying, there's all kinds of people who are booking me for hours, and like the benefit that you get with an hour with me on one-on-one, it's like, it's going to save you like 6 months of in your head trying to figure out what you should be doing, like what you should be shooting. You shoot amazing pictures, but you need like an aim. Like this is what I shoot. Like I know you're still trying to figure that out, but whatever you put your camera on has got to be expensive. Like here's a trick. Shoot an iPhone. Have you ever seen how beautiful an iPhone is? Like, look how it catches the light. Like look at how gorgeous this thing is. Like, it's perfect. Like, find a newer iPhone. This is the iPhone 15. They're up to like the 17. But look at how good that looks in light. Look at how great. And look at that photo right there. Like, just a hand holding an iPhone. Like, there's so many different ways that you can do this. But honestly, you have to really aim high when it comes to the products that you're shooting. Because if you're not shooting high-end products and you're just like, oh, here's my product photo. Like, that doesn't cut it. It can't just be something that everybody can get. And by the way, I'm the Incredible Hulk. Just so you know, I turn green because I have a special serum flowing through my body. Next up is Mira. Mira shoots with the R6, 85 millimeter, f6.3, shot at a 80th of a second at ISO 800. This is Mira. Let's get it on, Mira. Thanks for submitting. Mira Lee, everybody. Mira, taking the picture of someone when they're putting the lipstick on is an automatic fail. It's an automatic fail. There's no face that a woman can make like that is flattering when they're putting lipstick on. It's just not. So unless she's being like kitschy or like an expression like, and maybe she's like smudged it across, like it's just I can see what you're trying to do. Like, I know what you're trying to do. It's just that this is a strong background, strong light, great outfit, great hair, minimal makeup, but like it needs a quirk. So it needs her, like there's a very famous scene in Seinfeld where Elaine's putting on lipstick and she's very pro-choice with her decisions as far as abortion. So she meets this guy, she's in love with him, blah, blah, blah. And Jerry's like, is he pro-choice? And she's painting lipstick on as he asks that question. And that's the one thing that could ruin this potential relationship with Miss Elaine Bennis and this dude. So she's like, what? And like she turned and like painted the lipstick like across her face, like as she's like, what? And then like that is the kind of kitsch that I mean that you need for a photo like this. It can't just be because she doesn't have a mirror. So no, like she needs a mirror in order. So just her doing that, like looking at you with no, like she looks unsure. So the fact that she looks unsure, like her looking at a compact, like if you have her other hand with a compact and she's looking at a mirror and then she's doing this into the mirror and then maybe she looks at the camera, like something, or she doesn't pay attention at all and you're just catching her in a moment putting like that. Yes. But for me, this picture's a miss just because it's an off moment. And when you see me zoom in on the mouth, you can see that that's not a flattering mouth. Her, like, she looks great here, but it's just not a flattering mouth. So because of that, you can't use it. I'd love to see what else you shot here without the lipstick because it's a great spot. That is Mira Lee, everybody. Mira on the wall. All right, we are down to the last three photos. This is Mr. Malik Brand, another guy that I'm super hard on because he's got mad fucking talent, but he's, again, makes mistakes. He's in his head. Okay, shot with the Sony A7 III with a 50 millimeter. We lost our music. With a 50 millimeter. And also Sorry, here we are, 50 millimeter ISO 320, a 1/125th of a second, and 5.6. Shot with a single Godox with a medium umbrella. This is Malik Brand. Malik, this is a yes, bro. This is a yes. There's some distracting stuff behind him in the light. You need to get better with your light. Like, you're aiming, first of all, look at this clean wall, okay? But you're hitting him at an angle instead of shooting him that way. So now you have these lines running into camera and you hide this bullshit thing that's behind him, Malik. Like, look at this huge piece of equipment that is exactly where you're shooting him. And he's wearing dark, yes? Would he not look better here? Bro? Come on, Malik. This is lazy. And also the lines. Look, how do you get straight lines? If a wall is like this is the room. How you get straight lines is you shoot exactly straight to the wall. And here's your prop, and he's running through this way. So you frame yourself so here you cut off this bullshit in the background, and over on the top, you cut off that. So you have a clean white wall and then this floor that just juts out at you. Instead, here's your room. You shoot this way, which now makes this, the shit that's in this corner, in your photo, right? And all your lines, which would be straight if you aimed that way, are now doing what they're doing. And also, I'm going to say again, he's wearing light. There's all of this room where he has a white background, but you put him in a place next to something dark and then shoot it that way. So for my, like, again, double page spread, check, but still I'm like, because I've shot this before. What? Like, who have I shot this for? I shot this for Nike. And I'm going to show you, like, when you're in a room like that, and you're in a gym and you're doing, like, you shoot this, like, so the lines are straight. You see how imagine there's all kinds of distracting stuff that way and that way, but look how much better it looks when the lines are straight. And also 2 lights instead of 1. Like you could, this is the idea. Like, literally, this is this idea. Exactly. But look at the difference between shooting with straight lines and skimming it the way that you did. And then again, it's like, Malik, I believe in you, my guy, but like, you have to see the location and understand the best way to use it. This is all shot for Nike. So you can see straight lines. I lower myself to elevate them so I'm looking up at them. Like, you really have to try to do this, dude. Like, there is no, like, look at this, like shooting all of these guys in a row. Like, again, very difficult picture to do. But look at how, because the gym was like, I went up on a ladder and aimed down on them for this one. That's Brad Marchand in the front, by the way. He plays for the Florida Panthers. That's him right here. A young Brad Marchand when he was a world junior. This is him as well here. And here. And here. These are all Nike like, I shot this for Nike. All right. So listen, Malik, you're a good shooter, bro, but I got to tell you, there's so many moments of laziness that I see that just makes me crazy. It makes me crazy because you're so talented, but it's like you walk into a room and you don't see it. Like, you don't look at the room the way that you should be looking at the room. Like, you really have to take this shit seriously because, again, you and I, we get the same assignment and we do the same shoot. What do you think it's going to look like? How different do you think it's going to be? And I really, like, you have to see, okay, he's wearing dark. there's like, so I have to put him against something brighter so his product actually shows. And again, this isn't enough light for a room this big. It's not enough light. You need more watt seconds, more heads. You can splash light on the wall. You can rim light him. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do when you go to a gunfight with more than one bullet, which is what you're doing. You're going to a gunfight with one light. It's like I would bring 4 lights to this situation. All right, this is Malik Brand, everybody. Malik, thanks for submitting. Malik, again, it's a strong photo. It's tack sharp, but it's just, you need to know that that is completely the wrong angle, bro. Like, that's just the wrong angle. It's not how you shoot that shit. All right, I lost my chat. That's weird. All right, yeah, today's one of those days OBS is being really weird. I'm glad that I'm still live here, but OBS is being very odd. All right, we're down to our last few. This is James Jim McDonald, shot with a Fuji X-T20, 18 to 55. You need an upgrade, my friend. You got it. That's a kit lens, which is also known as the shit lens. You need another lens, dude. A 50 millimeter, like a 35 millimeter at 18 to 55 is just... the floating aperture, they're garbage. You need to get off the kit lens, please. It's going to make your photography so much better, and it's going to make you like photography, and it's going to make the things that I ask you to shoot work. So if you only have that lens, we need to talk, because you need something better. Talk to Amond. Amond also shoots Fuji. Ask Amond what lenses that you need. Because this 18 to 55 is garbage. 60 seconds, 60th of a second, f11 at a 200 ISO, sorry. And again, Jim, I'm not shitting on your gear, but I'm shitting on your gear. Like, this is a pro game. We can't be in a pro game with kid tools. And especially because you're making photographs like this, my guy. Especially because you're making photographs that are swaggy like this. This is what I've been begging for from Jim, and he just hit it. Jim, this hits. And again, I'm judging you against you. I know this is one of your best pictures. Is that Mike Crook like for real Mike Crook? Like the real Mike Crook? Like my homie from like 30 years ago, Mike Crook? Let's go. This is called connections. This is called friends for life kind of shit. Like Mike and I used to work with the boys at Lounge. And Mike Crook is a crazy skateboarder. They call him Crook because Crook is a trick that not a lot of people can do. So Mike, appreciate you. And of course it's Mike Crook because you have your actual name next to you like a goddamn professional, because you're a graphic designer and you know this business. Guys, this is Mike Crook. Everybody say hi to Mike. Jim McDonald, I'm so fucking proud of you, dude. I'm so proud of you. Like, bro. Yes, bro. The light, the everything. Like, yes. Yes. This, to me, I knew that you had, I fucking knew that you had this in you. I knew that you had this in you, Jim. I knew it, bro. I knew it. Let's look at this as an 8x10. Some things I want you to watch is where, when you crop ladies, you can't crop ladies mid shin. Like shin is not a crop. We crop them mid thigh. So or we show the full thing. But I'm going to show you when we go to 8x10, this is how we do this when we go to 8x10, because it's just going to be so much more flattering, is that we push up like this for an 8x10. Also, I would like if she was a little bit more centered. You can see all this shit down here we don't really need. That's like, I would love this picture to cut like right here. You know what I mean? And then she's now more centered and she's not so on the edge here. But overall, man, like I'm so happy with you right now, Mr. Jim McDonald. And I'm also going to say, bro, I knew and I knew and I knew that you had this eye, and I knew that you had this talent in you. So let's go. I'm very, very proud of you. You are getting unequivocally an 11 out of 10, my guy. Proud of you. Let's go. Taylor, you happy? Of course you are. All right, bitch, get out of here. All right, let's get on to, we're down to our last few photographers. Jim McDonald, I fucking told you, bro. I told you. I said, I'm going to shake you like a snow globe. Did I not say that? I said, I'm going to shake you like a snow globe. And I shook you like a snow globe. And look what came out. Look what came out. Look, this photographer was born because I push and I push and I push. And then look what comes out. A photographer. And by the way, wait till you see Crook's photos. Crook is crazy with it. He's crazy with it. This guy's been around me for like 30 years. So not only that, he's a designer. He has talent and visual, like he gets it. He gets it. And it makes me so happy that he's watching this show right now. All right. That was Jim McDonald. Let's go, Jim. And lastly, Mr. Ammon Thompson. Talk to Ammon. You guys are both Fuji buddies. He's shooting with a Fujifilm X-H2 with a 90 millimeter fixed, no zoomies. ISO 125 at a 250th of a second at f9, shooting with one key strobe, plus a parabolic, rim, and a bunch of other stuff, and grid. This is Ammon Thompson. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my fucking God. Let's go! Ammon, holy shit. Ammon, I mean, bro. I'm not gonna take one thing away from you. Not one. I would, the shooting on the side, shooting her from the side, but like this flow that you have, like this, like Fibonacci sequence that you got going on here, like Fibonacci sequence. Like I see you, bro. Look at this as a cover. Like, bro, I think I need to walk away for a second. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at my face, Hammond. Oh my God. Look at my face, Hammond. This guy's been with me for 2 years and 3 months. And he's a killer. He's a killer. And he's becoming more and more of a killer. But I got it. I'm not even reviewing that photo. And I will. I'll be back in a second. But this is his work. Okay. And like seeing him come from like this type of family photography and helping him move into editorial portraits. Hey, look at this. Ammon coming in on what does that say? 24 months. Ammon just re-upped his membership. Ammon gets the smoke. And Ammon is shooting the smoke right now. Shooting the smoke, definitely. Ammon has been with me for a minute, and he gets it. He really is becoming an insane editorial portrait shooter. And every single photo here, he submitted to me. Every one of them. Like almost every one of them. So watching him develop from like this, watching him develop literally into making photos at this level with this kind of confidence on the subject's face. And I mean, it's all right. Everything is just right. Now we go into small things like her thing is flipped. You can fix that in post, but a couple of little things here. Her necklace maybe needs a zhuzh. The eyebrow ring, like that's very youthful. The fake eyelashes are a little like when you really take it in, Ammon, you're like, okay, these aren't even on her face. So this whole fake eyelash thing is not just a black girl problem. It's white girls too. But the way that you lit her in such a way, and also you brought you put a reflector below, which you've seen me do in many of my videos, which fills that in. So you kind of fixed it, but you also lit her from the most flattering angle, which is front. You lit her front and the light is just kissing her. So the eyelashes, like you'd notice later, but again, that's like the small things is you fix that twist. And then again, just for your own peace of mind, like look at what this piece looks like compared to the rest of her lash. Like, and then how it's not on her eye down here. And then this almost doesn't look like, it's just like the one thing where it's like, no fake eyelashes, please. Like your real, and also your real lashes are down here. So they might as well be up there as well. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I know ladies are super self-conscious. Tell them that they can't be caterpillars. If you're going to wear fake lashes, it has to be pieces because it just looks so much better. And again, when you're a portrait photographer, you get real intimate with faces. And as you can see, I don't miss a thing as far as like the fact that, her like this is her real lashes down here, and you can see they're like overcombed and they're kind of falling out because she's put makeup on them, and then they keep ripping the shit off, and it just rips your natural eyelashes out. Girls that have never wore fake lashes have the most beautiful lashes, like because they're not constantly getting ripped out. So yeah, caterpillar eyes, no, it's not. I'm not a fan, Steinmetz. Guys, that's our last photo of the day, and that is an 11. I'm going to quickly do photos of the week.
Treat everybody like a superstar. Famous people less like a superstar. I treat famous people like real people. I started as a photographer, I would say professionally, when I was 20. My brother's a fine art painter, heavy influence on me, and I couldn't paint. So when I discovered the camera, it was really easy for me to express myself creatively. Everybody's in the business of glorifying celebrities, so capturing them, it's already glorifying them by photographing them. So if I can get them a little bit more understated, I feel like it brings up the real. In 1997, I shot Tom York from Radiohead. Most important picture of my career. In 2001, I shot Pharrell Williams for Peace magazine. Again, very important picture. Colin Firth, a week before he won his Oscar, career moving pictures where that picture propels a whole new wave of clients, a whole new wave of people looking at my work. I think pivotal career changing pictures are more important than favorite pictures, because they're all my favorite. The whole idea is make good stuff and share it and do it every day.
All right, we are back. All right, we're back for your photos of the week, starting with this photographer right his name, Sonny Warren. Sonny, this is a photo of the week. Unequivocally, this is such a banger. Such a banger. Proud to give this the Carty seal of approval. That's a photo of the week. That is Sonny Warren. And again, I'm judging these photographers against themselves. These photographers are not in competition with anybody else except for the one that they see in the mirror. So when a photographer levels up, they get a photo of the week. That's how it works. You're being judged against you. Okay, our next photo of the week goes to Mr. Roberto Carlos for this photo right here. Roberto, I told you everything that you need to know how to make this a next level picture. It's everything to do with studio light outside. Get a battery powered strobe. There's one recommended on my website. Go to my gear list on stevecarty.com. This is a photo of the week. Congratulations. That is Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos, congratulations. Let's get on to our next photo of the week. Our next photo of the week goes to this gentleman. Happens to be on the spectrum, but that's not relevant when it comes to this particular photograph. This is Francis Jeffrey. Francis with the photo of the week. Francis, this is compositionally artful. It's very strong. It's a little dark, but this hits home. This is a photo of the week from Francis Jeffrey. Francis has a lot of obstacles, and Francis has an uphill battle that he is fighting in order to become a professional photographer. And I've kicked him from my program because of him not listening, and it's taken some time for me to bring him back in and me to allow him back in, and he has rules that he has to follow in order to stay here, and he is following the rules, and he is producing work like this. That's Francis Jeffrey. Congratulations, Francis. Hey, thank you to the new people who just subscribed. I appreciate you guys. I'm Carty, by the way. All right, let's see. Photo of the week next. Okay, this photo. I'm giving this photo of the week for a reason that this guy, he broke through to the other side in this photo. Even if this photo would not on its own merit warrant a photo of the week, what it took to get this photo is life-changing. And this will turn this guy into a $10,000 a month photographer very quickly. This guy I'm very proud of. His name is Mike Walls, and this is a photo of the week for the reasons that we talked about during your review. You broke on through. This is not a photo of the week on photo merit. This is photo of the week on what you learned from this experience and what you learned from this photo review and how it's going to completely change your reality. I'm very proud of you. That's a photo of the week. Proud of you. You did well, Walls. All right. photos of the week continue. This girl, guys, your next photo of the week goes to Jessica Mendez for this photo right here. Jessica, very edible photo, very delectable. It's beautiful. I'm just reconciling the background. Like, what is this set? Is it a still life or is it commercial food photography? You're still finding your identity. I'm still helping you find your identity, but you still seem to, like, I'm not going to say seem, you still manage every week to crush. And that makes me very happy. Guys, that's Jessica Mendez with a photo of the week. And by the way, we need more females in the industry. We need more females shooting at a really top level. I welcome females who want to be a part of this. You got to have a thick skin. Sometimes guys have a little bit of thicker skin and they don't have like that emotional, but I really like it, blah, blah, blah. It's like let it go. The reason that there's so many male photographers and so few females is because, like, you got to be a killer. You got to be a shark and a dolphin in order to work in this industry. A shark, meaning smelling opportunities and hunting it and just like, and finishing, closing, like all of that is the shark. The dolphin, ladies are great at the dolphin side. Fun to hang out with, fun to play with, fun to have drinks with and socialize and like all the like fun stuff about photography. Great. But like the hard, like merging both of those two together, male or female, that's what you have to be. You have to be a shark and a dolphin because many guys are too shark and no dolphin. They're not fun to play with. So you got to be both. All right, guys, that's Jessica Mendez. That's another photo of the week. Our next photo of the week goes to Miss Denise Tuggle for this photo right here. Denise, this, although it's not perfect and you are going to reshoot this for me, this is such a win. This is such a win. This is such a win for you, Denise Tuggle. Congratulations. That's a photo of the week. Amazing. Denise Tuggle. All right. Yeah, we got two more. Photo of the week to Mr. Jim McDonald. Let's go. Jim, you had me flipping out. I am so fucking proud of you. Photo of the week, my guy. Congratulations. Amazing, amazingly done. That is Jim McDonald. And our last and final photo of the week goes to Mr. Ammon Thompson. Ammon, congratulations, my guy. You absolutely smashed this week. So proud of you. This is going to be our cover image for the day. Ammon Thompson, cover of the Carty Method magazine. By the way, the Carty Method magazine goes out every Friday. You just have to go to Substack, thecartymethod.substack.com to subscribe to the Carty Method magazine. You can also subscribe to me on Substack. I'm just stevecarty.substack.com. But definitely go to thecartymethod.substack.com. The Carty Method magazine is sick. You can subscribe for free. And what you see is the photo of the week winners talking about how they got to that photo. It's super interesting. It's definitely worth the subscribe. Guys, I hope today brought you value. I hope you're inspired to go out and shoot. I hope that this podcast is something that brings you joy, brings you life. It definitely brings me joy and brings me Taylor Swift and all of my people who like to come out and say hello. I give power to the people who watch this and become members to do all kinds of like crazy glitches and stuff like that with me. Like if you're a member and you've been watching me for long enough, you know that there's some hidden stuff that you can do during my show, which is kind of fun from time to time. It makes it like a little bit because sometimes these shows are long. Guys, thank you so much for being here for another episode of Portfolio Lab. You can join Portfolio Lab and I can be looking at your photographs. All you got to do is go to thecartymethod.com/portfolio lab. Super, super simple. You can also shoot this with your phone if you're, someone screenshotted me. If you're on mobile, you could screenshot that. You can rewind and screenshot that. Let's make it 1985. Guys, I hope this brought you value. I always aim to give you high quality content. Always trying to give you high quality content. Thanks for being here. See you on the next one. Assignment. This week's assignment, I'll say at the very end.
This commercial-free live stream was brought to you by the members of this channel. If it wasn't for you, we'd have to fill up these live streams with ads that would just interrupt the flow. The members of this channel make commercial-free content during these live streams possible. Consider becoming a member for $5 a month today to gain access to secret live streams, live chats, and to show your support with that crown badge next to your name. Sharing is caring. If this content has brought you value today, share it, clip it, post it to your socials. Curating and sharing helpful content makes you an expert, even if the content you're sharing isn't yours. Be a curator and share this content with your network. If you're an emerging or struggling photographer that's trying to break free from your current 9-to-5 grind and transition to the life of a working pro photographer, that's our obsession here at the Carty Method. Register, get the support you need. If you're alone and struggling at this craft, make sure you join the Carty Method community. You'll always find help in the show notes. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Find your creative and business genius with the Carty Method.
All right, this is important. This week's assignment for week 11 is to capture a magazine cover within your niche. Okay, I'm going to give you a brief overview. I want you to create a magazine cover, which is vertical, that demands attention and demonstrates your commercial intent. Okay? Text space, brand alignment, visual hierarchy. Do not include copy. I don't want to see any words, any text. Do not put text on a photo and submit to me, ever. Just the photograph. But I want you to be aware of where text would go, where branding would go, and the visual hierarchy. Never send your graphics on top of any photo ever in life. As always, for a full brief, it's in community. Submit your best of the best, and also magazine covers are vertical, so don't submit horizontal photos. Okay, again, brief is in the community. As always, it is due Wednesday midnight, and you submit inside community. Thank you, and I'm sorry I forgot.